Listen, y'all. I just was on my phone trying to do a video, and listen, I got 5 minutes in, and the video went boom, we're dead. Look, I'm so upset about it. But listen, thank God for live. So I guess I'm gonna have to start going live on here because I will not be able to do videos on my phone yet because my phone has so much storage. So listen, 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 listen. Let me explain something to y'all. Why did it just go out like that? I don't know. But listen, I have been studying the book of Ruth for a few years now. This is one of my favorite books in the Bible. When I say my favorite books in the Bible. A few years back, when I realized that I'm always drowning. I don't even be sleeping. I think it's a defense mechanism. If y'all go on my other page, y'all will see I do the same thing. I get the yarning every time I go live. But listen, what stood out to me years ago was that Boaz didn't touch Ruth. And then another thing that stood out to me was that Ruth listened to Naomi. So along the way, I had just been falling in deep love with these characters in this book. So I decided to publish a book, an ebook for my birthday last week, actually a few days ago. It's called Ruth's Path to Purpose and Destiny. Listen, y'all, go and read that quick ebook. It's just a quick ebook. It's maybe you can read it in 30 minutes. It is absolutely amazing. That is all the knowledge that I have got from the book, the revelation that I have got from the book, and it is absolutely amazing, y'all. Not only that, my editor did a good job with editing the book. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun writing that small ebook. So I just first off want to tell y'all thank you already because I know y'all gonna go and read the book. But listen, this book, the book of Ruth, is amazing. I know that we know that this is a love story. We know that this is a redemption story. We also know that God's sovereignty is all over this thing. We know that this book is absolutely amazing. But God has been allowing me to see deeper into this book. I have been digging, and actually this month I am going to be reading and studying and meditating on this book for the remaining of this month. The first week, chapter 1, second week, chapter 2, and so forth on. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm going to be coming giving small lives now that I see I can't post videos. I'm going to do lives maybe once. I'm gonna try to do it every day. Do a live every day so that I can give y'all insight on what I'm learning. A lot of this stuff may be old to you. You may have already known all of this stuff, but this stuff is new to me, and there's some people on here that this may be new to as well. So if it is new to you, I hope you have so much fun, and as much fun as I am having with learning things that God is showing me within this book. So I titled this A Submissive Woman because the first two verse showed me submission off back. Submission and leadership is what it showed me off back. So I wanted to start out with highlighting that because that's what's in my book. A lot of leadership and a lot of submission is all over the book, the ebook that I wrote. So I would like to start off like this. So we're going to start with the book of Ruth, verse 1 and 2. And listen, I'm going to chop and screw their names, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Ruth 1 and 2. Chapter 1, verse 1 and 2. In the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land, and a man from Bethlehem in Judah, together with his wife and 2 sons, went to live for a while in the country of Moab. The man's name was Ishmael. I don't know how to say it right. Ishmael. His wife's name was Naomi, and the names of their sons was Mahlon and Kelon. They were from Bethlehem, Judah, and they went to live that way, and they went to Moabite to live there. Okay, so they went to Moabite to live there. Let me pray real quick. Our Father in heaven, I thank you for waking us up this morning. I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy. I thank you for your revelation. I thank you for the newness of today. I thank you for your forgiveness. I ask that anything that's not like you on our minds, I ask that you remove it right now. I ask that you decrease me so that you can increase in me. I ask that you remove anything that's in my head, in my mind, in my heart, so that I can speak the words that you desire for me to speak and not my own words. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So listen, y'all. Back in these days, we know the first sentence started out, let us know what's going on. It said clearly, in these days when the judges ruled. That let us know that the judges ruled during this time. It was no king. No king in these days. And if we go back to Judges, which is the book before Ruth, the last verse, the last chapter, 21-25 reads, in the days of Israel, in those days, Israel had no king. Everyone did as he saw fit. Everybody was moving and grooving how they wanted to, baby. They was doing how they wanted to in these days. But it's so amazing to me that they was doing what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it. Because listen, names, people in the Bible, names mean something. Their names mean something for their character and who they were at that time, right? So we have, I'm gonna call him Brother E because I can't pronounce his name. Ishmael, I can't. Naomi's husband name means God is my king. Amazing, because it was no king, but God was his king. That lets me know that he was a man of God. He was a man of order. He was a man of God, right? So not only that, now we have Naomi. Naomi name means pleasant, lovely, and sweet. It's amazing that her name means that, and we didn't see her in that off back. And if we continue to read, I would like for you guys to read chapter 1. She lost her husband right after that. Then she turned around and lost her 2 sons. Immediate grief, immediate sadness, immediate fear. Fear of what, Trivia? I'm sure she has a fear of something, because she was in a place, she was in a foreign country that she didn't know these people, right? But she had been there 10 years, so I know that she had met people. But what I'm saying is, she wasn't in a place that was familiar to her, a place where her people was at. She was with someone else's people, right? So I know she feared for her life. She had to. Not only was she grieving, she was an older woman. She had no way to provide for herself because she was an older woman. So now she's thinking about her health. She's thinking about her strength. She's thinking about how she gonna eat. She thinking, this woman was going through everything. I saw nothing pleasant about it. But when we get to the end of the book, we see her character shows more of her in a different way, right? And then we have Ruth. Ruth name means compassion. You can understand that, right? Compassion, friendship, and loyalty. I'm always yarding, y'all. My other channel, I do it all the time. I don't know why I do it. I think it's a sense of as a defense mechanism. I'm still not sure, but listen, please look over it, because this is important stuff. Listen, this stuff you already may know these things. And if that's the case, listen, kudos to you. But baby, listen, I'm having the time of my life, and I will be doing nobody in the world no justice if I was to learn these things and keep it to myself. So I'm gonna share these things, right? It's amazing to me what they names mean. They names have a powerful meaning behind them all. But listen, Brother E took his family over yonder. It was a famine in Israel, so we already know he trying to figure out how they gonna eat. What's, you know what I'm saying? What's gonna go down? You know, it was a lot going on at that time, and he was thinking about his providing for his family. So he took them to over there where the Moabite people at. Now listen, y'all, we gotta dig deeper into this. The Moabite people is the descendants of Lots. So we know that the Israelites and Lots, we know that they all are family. They kinfolk. They are kinfolk, but we know that the descendants of Lots, the Moabite people, they were nothing like the Israelites. Nothing at all. They worship different gods. But my phone had somebody called me. They had a lot of prostitution going on, drunkenness going on. Not only prostitution, it was so many different sexual things going on there. It was a lot going on with the Moabite people, right? And not only that, they was enemies of Israel's. The Israel people and the Moabite people, they was always in war with each other. And not always, as in always, all the days of our lives. Sometimes they cool, sometimes they ain't. So now we see he take his family over there. Just imagine. Like, everybody got a place in a city that's the worst place and you would not want to live. So I'm from Chicago, and there's a place called Inglewood. My husband comes to say trivia. We about to move to Inglewood because first off, I can't find no jobs out here where we at. I ain't worked in 2 weeks. I don't know how we gonna eat. I don't know what's going on. We gonna move to Inglewood. I got a job lined up. I got a cheaper house, and this would be better for our family. Nah, not I. I'm gonna stay over here. You go over there. But that's probably I'm not a wife, you know. So I only have myself to worry about and my kids. But when it comes to leadership and a man leading you, that man told his wife he was going up over there, and she went. That was amazing to me. It was even amazing to me that he chose to go there and not know about nowhere else, knowing that they was. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I can't. I'm froze. I'm just gonna keep talking because I don't know what's going on. But listen, bottom line is, before I close because this is not working. Naomi listened to her husband and she followed him. She followed him, and not only that, he chose to go somewhere where the enemy was, and for her to follow him, that showed that she depended on him. I don't even know. I can't even talk now because I'm mad. I'm about to delete this.